Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Clarity 1129. Wish you all a very happy Diwali and welcome back to another pick a card reading. It is a general reading and may not resonate with everybody. It is also a timeless reading and you're meant to see it as and when you stumble upon it. I am filming this reading for 14th and 15th of November 2020 when the new moon is in Scorpio. It is an extremely auspicious new moon this year because it falls on the night of the Festival of Lights, which is Diwali, which is a festival which is a major festival in the Hindu tradition. It's also followed by the Sikhs, the Jains, and a sect of Buddhists. It symbolizes victory of light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, good over evil. This festival is a very vibrant festival, and you find the streets lit up, all houses lit up, and while people use a lot of electric lights, and that's why I've put up these lights here in front just to give it the feel. But traditionally, at home, we usually decorate our houses with diyas. These are little holders made of clay. The original one, the basic one, is usually shaped like a teardrop, something like this, but this got a little bit of a design on it. Usually it's just plain, and this is the very basic model where it's not painted. Now you've got fancy diyas when people decorate it. You have even competitions, diya making competitions and everything for different types. Now this year I've stumbled upon a new one which I've lit here. These are ceramic. So this is one, it looks really pretty when the entire house is decorated with diyas. There are also people who use different color powders to make different designs outside their door, which is called a rangoli. For details of the festival, for those who are interested, I'll put a short description in the description box below and you may check it out. Now, since we are celebrating Diwali, I thought that this will be a wonderful time to do a radiance and clarity reading. Now this reading is going to tell you where you stand right now, and it's going to throw some light on what is going to arrive for you, what is leaving for you, and what you can do best during this time, so that during this new moon in Scorpio you may set intentions. As you know, I always said in my readings, new moon is a time for setting intentions, and over the next 6 months till the full moon in Scorpio, you will be able to work on the intentions that you sow now. It is a very powerful time. Today is also 11/11 portal, and as you know, Scorpio is the sign of focus and determination. So whatever you sow now, you're going to reap great rewards 6 months from now. So without delay, let me introduce you to the piles that I have out here. We have pile number 1, the blue diya, and for those who don't want to choose with the diya, we also have a clear quartz. Pile number 2, the green and orange diya, or the amethyst crystal. Pile number 3, the very basic and my favorite natural diya, and the green Aventurine crystal. Pile number 4, the maroon and gold or the red and gold diya, and the Sodalite crystal. And the fifth pile is the green and maroon Diya with the red jasper. Please take a deep breath, relax, and whichever pile you're instinctively drawn to, that is your pile. As you can see, I've kept the new moon card here for you from the Moonology deck, which says a new start is coming. So this is a wonderful time for you to set an intention, and I hope this reading helps you. So let's begin with pile number 1, those who chose the blue Diya. Or the clear quartz. As you can see, this is the first time I'm working with this deck. This is the Sacred Indian Tarot. This deck has only major arcana cards. So I've got one card for each pile from this deck. This group number 1, we shall use Morgan Greer Tarot. And finally, we have advice cards from the Moonology deck, which I'll see at the end of the reading. So we begin with, wow. This is Shakti. What a powerful card. We begin with the High Priestess. I'll keep this card right here. Can you see it? Here, we'll keep it here. Begin your reading with 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Wow. Right now, pile number 1, you are faced with the dilemma of having too many options, or at least more than one option, and you are unable to decide which direction to take. This is the time you need to use your intuition. Your intuition is very strong during this period. Follow your gut feeling. Intuition is very different from the feeling of fear. Because when intuition hits you, it just tells you, it just gives you, it's a very quiet voice, you've got to pay attention to it. But it is a voice which tells you good or bad without fear. It just shows you some clarity. So be in touch with your intuition, and whatever your gut feeling says, follow that option. Maybe you already have an option in mind, but you feel you don't feel good about it. You're brooding over something that you've lost. It could be in anything. It could be a relationship, it could be your career, it could be anything that you worked on, you had your hopes on, you wanted it to go in a particular way, it didn't happen, and you're feeling remorse and regret, and you're not looking at the 2 cups behind, which have a lot of promise, and your intuition is guiding you towards that, but you're not looking at it. But it will come to you if you pay attention, and you already have it in your mind, but I think you just lack the conviction or the courage to move forward in that direction. You are not ready to, you've got this Ace of Cups in reverse. When the Ace of Cups is upright, it is an offer of love, and it could be an offer of unconditional love, it could be an offer of self-love. Right now, you need to know that you are giving too much perhaps and not keeping anything for yourself. When the Ace of Cups is in reverse, it could mean that you're giving too much of yourself and you are not doing what pleases you, what you really want to do. So when these options have come to you, your intuition's already told you what you want to do. But there is something that stops you. You feel that if you take this option and follow your heart, you will be disappointing a lot many people. And you're so used to giving to others than yourself that you do not want to follow this option. And because of this present situation that you are in, this is the Nine of Pentacles. This energy is leaving you. Nine of Pentacles is a person who's standing in her own power. Can you see how confident she looks? She's got it all. She's self-sufficient. She's not dependent on anybody. She's just confident in who she is. She's comfortable. She's well off. And she stands in her power. And you're letting this go because you are trying to please somebody else with your Ace of Cups in reverse. But if you get past this and let's just unblock this energy, we'll make this Ace of Cup upright so that you offer this cup of love to yourself. You follow your heart. You follow what you really want to do, what your inner voice is telling you to do, and look what is arriving for you. The Empress. She is the Queen of Queens. And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female watching this. The Empress energy, it's just energies that we're talking about. The Empress energy is one of abundance. She's got it all. Can you see? She's fertile as far as abundance is concerned, her own sensuality is concerned, everything in every aspect of life, she's complete. She's got it all. And this is the power you're going to come into if you show yourself some self-love and if you follow what your inner voice is telling you. Your advice: balance spirituality and practicality. You know, there is always this feeling, especially when we're so used to giving of ourselves to other people, especially people close to us. Most of us feel really bad saying no. But if saying no can liberate you, and if saying no can get you in this power, please say no. It's all right. You have to balance. When in this case they say balance spirituality and practicality. You need to balance. Actually, I feel you should have got the Six of Pentacles. You need to balance things out. There should be equal give and take. And you should give yourself utmost importance even before you give importance to everybody else. You do that and no one can stop you coming into your power with this energy. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this helped, and I hope I've unlocked the energy here in the cards. I hope you do that in your life. Do not brood over what is gone. Look at the opportunity that lies ahead if you listen to your inner voice. The universe always has your back. Make that choice. You've already made that. You know what the choice is. You know what you want. Just do it. The High Priestess. Just look at this. She's so beautiful. She's Goddess Shakti. Okay. So just use your intuition, and nothing will go wrong. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading helped. And now we're moving on to pile number 2, those who chose the green and orange diya or the amethyst crystal. We have one card from the Sacred Indian Tarot. This deck only has major arcana cards. This will be the first card I take for you. You've got the Mystic Monday tarot cards, and you've got 3 advice cards from the Moonology deck, which we will see at the end of the reading. So to begin with, you get the Hierophant, which is Atman in this deck. We'll place it here. We begin with the Judgment. Powerful cards. Powerful beginning. 6 of Wands. The Devil. Nine of Pentacles. Wow, pile number 1 got 9 of Pentacles exactly in the same place. And last but not the least is 3 of Cups. This is a very good reading. What's happening to you right now, whatever is happening to you, is divinely guided. This is the Judgment card. It's the card of calling. This is destined to happen. Whatever is happening in your life right now, go with the flow, embrace it. And what do you need to do? You need to just embrace whatever is happening in your life. It may require you to step out of your comfort zone, just do it. Because what you get out of it is this 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is the victory card. So just embrace it, go with the flow, go with a very positive outlook, and just look what's happening here. You're going to be victorious. But while this is happening and while this beautiful energy is there in your life right now, and once you learn to go with the flow, embrace it and get victory, along with that, you're going to learn this lesson. It's the Devil card, and everyone gets a little upset when they see the Devil card. What is the Devil card? It's not as though you're going to encounter the devil somewhere else. This is talking about the devil within you. We all have a dark side, and we all need to accept that and embrace that dark side. You have to recognize what your dark side is. I have written a whole blog on this. When you get this success, you will also learn something about your dark side. It will come out to you very prominently. You will know exactly what your dark side is. It doesn't have to always be addiction to, say, alcohol or whatever, or to a person, or any kind of obsession. It could be anything small, mild jealousy or kind of resentment that you have, or pettiness. I know this doesn't sound good, no one likes to hear this, but the fact is we are human beings. We are not perfect. Or rather, I'd like to put it this way, we are perfect with all our imperfections. But this will come to you, and the best thing about our dark side showing up is if we recognize it. Because once you recognize your dark side, you can work on it and move towards the light. And this is the lesson you're going to learn during these 6 months which are coming up. You need to embrace it, and there's nothing to hide it under the carpet. You don't have to just be so embarrassed that what will people think of me, and I have to just and just pretend that it's not there. No, it's a one-off thing. Or no, I am actually not a very envious person. I was actually happy for her. I'm just giving you an example. No, if you feel envy, it's okay. You go and work on why do you feel that way. Do you feel you're not good enough? So these are the lessons that you are going to learn, and you because along with this success, it could be arrogance that comes up, because you're going to get the Six of Wands. Everything will be going in your favor. So maybe that's the trait that's going to come out. You're going to be maybe arrogant. Maybe you'll be unkind because of your rise to power. It happens. It happens. And this is not, I'm not judging you in any way. It is just that it will be evident to you and you will realize it. And that will be the lesson to learn. And when you work on this and the issues as to why you react in this way, it will be very liberating for you. Now, this is what is leaving you at this time. This is Nine of Pentacles. So maybe after you get this victory, perhaps it's your arrogance and your haughtiness and you're keeping people away. But then you get this realization that this is what you're doing. You're alienating people. And maybe you have a love offer or something that comes your way, but you feel that you're just too good for them. And you said, no, I'm just okay on my own. But then this realization hits you. Maybe after the person leaves you, you have this sudden realization that what you did was wrong and that the person was pretty good or something like that. And because of that, you decide, I'm not saying that you decide to not stand in your power. No, you will. But you will be able to see another person's point of view. You will be able to welcome other people too, and not just stand in your haughtiness, riding on a high horse and not looking at anybody else. No. This will go. This arrogance will leave you. And when this arrogance leaves you, what's going to come in? You've got all the victory as it is right in the beginning, and with this will come celebration. Can you see that? That's Three of Cups. That's a celebration card. So that's what's going to come for you. Now let's see your advice cards. A time to give rather than take. Alright, now you've got your victory. You've got to control that arrogance and give. And when you give, you'll have lots of people coming towards you and you have a wonderful time celebrating. Don't let the past hold you back. It's possible that something before this judgment happened, before you followed your inner calling, before you got this victory, maybe you've been through something which hurt you, and that is why you're suddenly extremely arrogant after the success has come. But don't let that past hold you back. Move ahead. It is all right to, we all put up walls around ourselves when we go through things which are painful and which have hurt us. And we tend to get very tough and sometimes even unfriendly because of all the hurt that we have inside, and we don't want to get hurt again. And all this arrogance could just be an exterior that we have so that we don't get hurt again. But we have to keep our hearts open, because the beauty of life comes only when your heart is open. And that's when you can get like-minded people into your life, and you can celebrate, you can have fun, you can share your thoughts and ideas. It's time to release negativity. So this is all resonating beautifully. So this is all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this helps. Everyone has a dark side. It's not that someone's calling you out. No, we all do have a dark side, and it does happen, when people have success, and if that success has come after a lot of struggle, when people didn't believe you, or they said something unkind to you during your struggle days, there is a tendency to once you get that success, to be extremely arrogant and say, see, now nobody can touch me, that kind of thing. But just because a few people have done that to you doesn't mean that you now become completely closed off. And I did not address this. The main card was that of the Hierophant. This is a person who has immense knowledge. And in this case, it's telling you that you will have immense knowledge of your own self. And that is why the Devil card has come out, because you will start seeing the shadow aspects of yourself. And that in itself is a beautiful thing. It may not sound like that right now, but it is. Believe me, it is. I've been doing a lot of shadow work myself, so I know. It's not easy, but it's very liberating if you do it. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading helped. And I keep forgetting, I've forgotten after pile number 1. But if the reading resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Actually, my readings are not very frequent. This one's after 3 weeks, so I forget all that I have to say. Well, pile number 3, those who chose the beautiful, basic earthen Diya or the green Aventurine crystal. This is your reading. We have one card from the Sacred Indian Tarot. This deck has only major arcana cards. The rest of your readings are going to be from the Sun and Moon Tarot. And at the end of your reading, we have advice cards from the Moonology deck, which I'll look into right at the end. So let's begin. Wow, you have the Emperor or Purusha. The Purusha would be the divine masculine. We begin your reading with the 5 of Wands. The Empress. Wow. The 9 of Cups. The Princess of Pentacles. And the Emperor a second time around. Wow, this is wonderful. What is this? You have the Emperor and the Empress in one reading. Ooh, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is great. Just give me a moment. This looks like a beautiful love reading to me. Right now, this is what's happening in your life. Strife. You're arguing with somebody. You're having a spat with somebody. This is for most of you. You're in the center of some kind of argument. Something is not going right in your life. And there is a particular person that you're really fighting with, or a situation which is not smooth. And how can you tide over this situation? By standing in your power. You don't let anyone take from you. Pile number 3. You stand in your power, you do you. And when you do that, you will find wish fulfillment, because you'll find that when you are standing in your power And when you are not upset or disturbed by the strife, and you're taking care of yourself, you will find that you're happy. You're extremely, extremely happy. This is how this is described. See, it's happiness. And this is a lesson that you're going to learn. Maybe in the past, whenever you've had an argument or someone's put you down or someone said that, put the blame on you, or you always felt bad, you've possibly talked down to yourself. But this time around, you're not going to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, I step away from this negative energy. I am going to concentrate on myself, and I'm not going to sit and giving explanations to anybody. I'm just stepping out of this situation. And you've done that, you've concentrated on yourself, and so you have learned that by doing that, you can get immense happiness. What's leaving you at this time is the Princess of Pentacles. Maybe this situation was in a career situation. So you've said that, all right, maybe it was for a position that this argument was. Whatever it is, you decided to step away. You decided that you don't want it. If this person can be petty and do whatever this person had to do to get whatever it was, and you just stepped back and said, all right, you have it. So because of that, it's possible if it was in a job situation that you lost the job, or whatever situation it was, by your stepping back and the other person claims victory, right? But it didn't bother you because you worked on yourself and you said that I can do much better than this. And then guess what happens? This Empress becomes a magnet to this Emperor, and this is divinely guided. Just look at this. You already got, this is the basic theme of your reading, was this, the divine masculine. And you've come to the divine feminine power, and you attract your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever you want to call it. And this is beautiful. This is really, really lovely energy. What is the advice from the Moonology deck? Nothing will come of the situation. This is so lovely. See, if you had just stayed on and kept fighting, nothing would have come out of this situation. You would just keep spending your energy and being in low vibration. But you decided to step back because you knew that nothing is going to come of this situation. And your commitment is being tested. This is the next card, first quarter moon, and you have emotions are running high. So perhaps after this 5 of Wands episode where you've decided to step back, you had high emotions at that time. Obviously, after a spat, even if you decide I want to step away, it's not as though you're absolutely calm when you said that. You said that because you realized this was going nowhere, and you decided I'm going to just take care of myself and I can do better than this. And when you did that, the universe wants to see whether you're really going to stick with it. Your commitment is being tested, but you did stick with it. You worked in yourself, and that's why this is the lesson you had got of happiness, right? And that's how you attracted your soulmate. So this is such a beautiful reading. This is a wonderful reading. And for all those of you who find it difficult to step back and work on yourself, sometimes when you leave an argument and walk away, it brings you immense peace. Don't always look for closure the way you want closure in a situation. And always, every outcome that you desire may not be your best outcome. But just look, when the universe wants you to have your emperor, then you do the right things and you do get your emperor. So this is such a lovely reading. And that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonated. with you, and it helps you stand your ground. If you're still working on your Empress energy and you're not seeing an Emperor, where is the Emperor? He's coming. Don't worry, he's coming. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. And now we go to pile number 4. Those who chose the red and gold Diya, or the beautiful sodalite crystal. This is your reading. We have one card from the Sacred Indian Tarot. This deck only has major arcana cards. After we check this card out, we shall be using the good tarot for your reading. And finally, you have an advice card from the Moonology deck, which I'll see at the end of the reading. So, wow, you have the Lovers. This is Purusha and Prakriti. Oh wow, this is beautiful. This is the divine masculine and feminine as one. This is their lovers. Alright. We open the reading with 5 of water, which is 5 of cups. The moon. The Queen of Air. Whoa. Fortune's Wheel. What a lovely way to end the reading. 6 of Fire, which is the 6 of Wands. All right, pile number 4. You are right now going through sorrow, a lot of sorrow. In the traditional deck, you have 5 of cups as a person looking at the 3 cups which have fallen and all the contents gone, and he's brooding over it. There are 2 cups full which are right behind him, but he doesn't see it. Alright, now this is the energy that you are in. You're sad, things didn't work out the way you wanted to. How would you tide over this situation? Now the Moon card is often the confusion card, but it is also the card of intuition. And in this position, this is what you're being guided to do. Follow your intuition. It will take you out of the situation that you are in. It will show you, it will throw light on something which you wanted. So pay heed to that. Don't brood so much that you don't see what's there in store for you, which could be much better than those 3 cups that have fallen. In this situation, whatever your situation may have been, this is the lesson you learn from it. You get absolute clarity when you follow your intuition. Usually when the moon comes in the reading, it's usually when there's a lot of confusion. But where this moon card has fallen for you, it is telling you to follow your intuition. And if you do, this is what you're going to learn from it. You're going to come into your Queen of Swords. She is the most fierce, or the fiercest of all queens, in the sense that she calls a spade a spade. She's diplomatic, all right, but she can cut you down to size. She sees things as they are. You can't mess with her. You can't think that you can fool her and get past her. You can't. And you will be here in this part. This is what you're going to learn if you follow your intuition. And when you do that, you will be able to you will find so much power when you get this clarity. You will get so much power because now you know exactly where things stand. All right? And this is what is leaving you. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's an upright position, which means it's luck. So does that mean that luck is leaving you? No. It does not mean that luck is leaving you, but it means that you are not waiting to get lucky to get to where you want to go. You are not waiting now for someone to come and pick up those cups for you. No. You have finally, with your intuition, found clarity and decided to make the most of the two cups that remain, and you are not waiting for times to change and the right time to come. You're just doing it right now because your intuition, your gut feeling has finally shown you, given you that absolute clarity what you need to do, and you follow your gut. You just cut out all the nonsense, and this is what you get. Six of Wands, the card of victory. You are unstoppable now. In the traditional card, it's this person who's got his victory and he's riding on his horse and he's showing himself to the whole world. You know, it's your celebrity card kind of thing. You're going to get tremendous success. So get out of your brooding energy, pile number 4, and seize the day. Oh, wow. See, what did I tell you? Fortune's wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is your luck card, that is in the position of what is leaving you. But I told you, luck isn't leaving you, but you're not depending on luck. You're working, and that's why you get success. And guess why? Look at what you have. Luck is on your side. This is what the universe is telling you. Luck is on your side. Because you're not waiting for luck, Lady Luck is with you, and you will get that victory. Beautiful, wonderful. See, there is nobody on this planet who's going to have a lovely life which has no problems in it. Because if there are no problems in it, you won't even appreciate what is lovely at the end of it, right? So everyone goes through a period of struggle, but at the end, if you believe in yourself and if you believe in the universe, nothing can go wrong. So that's all I have for you, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Great success is coming your way. Keep working on yourself. And yes, this is the second time I've forgotten the lovers. Maybe this great success will get you your counterpart, your divine masculine or divine feminine, as the case may be. So this is a wonderful, very powerful reading, a lovely reading. When you take things into your own hand and you start working with great conviction, the universe will always have your back, and you can never go wrong. You can never go wrong. All right. And with that, we come to the last pile number 5, those who chose the green and red Diya or the red Jasper crystal. This is your reading. We have a card from the Sacred Indian Tarot. This deck only has major arcana cards. The rest of your reading is going to be done with the original Rider-Waite. And last of all, we have advice cards from the Moonology deck. All right. Ooh. You have the Fool. Lucky cards today. All 5 piles were very nice major arcana cards, great energy. You begin your reading with the Wheel of Fortune upright. That's lovely. Followed by the Ace of Pentacles. You can't get better than that. The 6 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. But it's in the right place because this is what's leaving you. And you ended up with 7 of Cups. All right. Wonderful. Right now, your fortune is shifting and shifting in your favor. I think you're just coming out of a real bad time. This bad time is leaving you. Can you see how sad they are? It's also your mindset. Maybe you have a lack mindset that's leaving you. If you're in a bad place right now, whichever way it is, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whichever way you're in this sad state, this is leaving you because the wheel has turned in your favor and you're getting a solid offer, a tangible offer, something you can work on, something that will give you prosperity. And whatever it was that was keeping you in this, you have learned your lessons, so you're moving away from it. 6 of Swords is someone, can you see here the water is turbulent, here it's absolutely calm. So you're leaving turbulent waters, you're moving towards what's calm. And in doing so, you will finally just get away from this. And when you finally work, and there would be a time where you feel there's nothing going for you, you have no options and you're just in a bad place. And where do you end up? You end up here. You have so many options that you don't know which to choose from. Suddenly life is rocking. And that's because when the Wheel of Fortune turned, when you got this beautiful offer, you used this Fool energy. You were not afraid to have a new beginning. This is the card of the Aquarius. You've just embraced this new beginning and you have moved away from whatever was holding you back. And in shifting this perspective and in taking that risk, you are now in such a position that you can pick and choose which way you want to go. You're spoiled for options now. Your advice cards. The energy is gaining momentum. Wow. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Oh, I just love it when everything resonates so beautifully. Did you see that? You have decided to make that move. Leave the past behind. Leave this mindset. Leave this. It may not just be a mindset, it could be a physical situation. But sometimes what happens is that we are, even though our life is terrible, we could be stuck in a bad marriage, or we could be in a job which doesn't serve us. But we're still, as they say, it's better to be with the known devil than the unknown devil. But the day you change that mindset and you decide that I am going to take that risk, this situation is not serving me and I can't stay here anymore, I have to move on. When you have the strength to do that and you say that I'm going to move on and I know the universe has my back, I have my Lord looking over me, the day you say that, just look what's going to happen to you. You're going to go, a win-win outcome is forecast. You can never lose, you can never go wrong. Yes, you can come to obstacles. It's not as though everything is going to be smooth. But this particular time, for pile number 5, I can tell you that you are going to be faced with no obstacle. All that is your past energy. Now you're just going to go. It's going to be smooth sailing. And see, we've got Lord Ganesha right here, blessing all of you. Lord Ganesha is known as the remover of obstacles. And during this period of Diwali, Lord Ganesha and Lord Lakshmi are the two deities that are prayed to a whole lot by the entire community. Lord Ganesha for new beginnings and for removing all obstacles. So you're setting your intentions now this new moon, and what better way to start than to get Lord Ganesha's blessings. And Goddess Lakshmi is the goddess of health, wealth, and fortune. And she will arrive. In fact, as per our tradition, this is the time where the entire lot of us have our annual spring cleaning, because Goddess Lakshmi only comes to the houses that are clean, and so this is the right time to declutter. And she also comes, she doesn't like the darkness, that's another myth, so that's why we have a whole lot of lights all around our house. But apart from that, as I said, in different regions, we pray to different deities. Lord Ram and Lord Sita, who are avatars as in incarnations of Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi. They are supposed to have reached their kingdom after 14 years of exile and after slaying the demon king. So that is another reason why it's celebrated. And then there's another, a lot of people who pray to Lord Krishna, who's the 8th incarnation of Mahavishnu again, for killing Narkasura, a demon who had, there are a lot of tales behind all of this. It's worth reading actually, they're very interesting tales, but I won't take your time. I just wish you all a very happy Diwali once again. And in this festival of lights, may it brighten your life with happiness, radiance, and a lot of clarity. And that's all I have for you tonight.